Hey guys, welcome to another segment of Top Apps. My name is Zach, and today I've got a very interesting app. It's called Life 360. Now, it sounds like one of those lifestyle revolutionary apps by the title, but it's not quite that. It's more of a sort of network, a personal network for your very close friends and family. And it sort of connects you guys together through your devices, and so you can always keep tabs of everything that's going on, making sure everyone is safe, everyone's connected, you can message each other, and there's a lot of safety features built in to this Life 360 app. And you just sort of create an account and then you sign in, and it's got a lot of features which we're gonna go check out right now.
Families can be challenging, but they're also the people who are there for us when we really need someone. That's why it's important to stay together, even when you're not. And Life 360 does just that. It brings you closer when you're apart.
So let's have a look at this Life 360 app. Now, from the get-go, you can see that it's got geolocation on. As you can see, we're at Solaris Mont Kiara. That's where I am. Now, this is how the app really works. It's kind of like you create a circle of people. Kind of imagine the Google Plus circles, where you have people in certain circles. And you create a circle, and you're supposed to put your very, very close friends and your direct family members in there, or people who you really, really trust. And one thing you can do with this app is if you can leave location tracking on, and you can constantly track the positions of whoever has this app on. Now, that might be useful for maybe parents who are trying to track their kids when they're going out on those nights and you just don't quite trust them enough, but I highly recommend you do not use this to track your significant other. That would get a little bit stalkery, just saying. But you can, of course, turn location services off, and then you can just sort of check in once in a while. There's a check-in button, which is right there. If I check that, and it's checking in, and it'll let all of the people in that circle know, this is where I am, I'm doing okay, everything's fine, no problem. Now, there are a few other security features here. For example, if I press that exclamation button up there, it will actually send emergency messages out to the emergency services. So I don't want to press that right now. It does have a countdown. You don't just press it straight away. For example, I'll show you. There we go. It sends a panic alert in 10 seconds, and that could be very, very useful if you get into some trouble and you just need to send a panic alert out to everyone in this circle. And it's got a list of all the local emergency services as well, so you can just call them straight through this app, saving you quite a bit of time if you suddenly find yourself in an emergency. Now, this is the free version. There is a pro version as well, and the pro version sort of adds more features to it, and the pro version will actually give you direct contact to an emergency helpline, and the person on the other side of this emergency helpline will be especially trained to deal with all sorts of emergencies, and you could get advice and instructions straight from that person. But that's with the paid service. So check out the free one first. It's really, really cool, really, really interesting. It might not be for everyone, but I find it's very, very useful, especially in those certain contexts where maybe you're the kind of person which keeps getting into trouble, so who knows. Very, very useful for you particularly.
If you're the one creating the group, you decide who's in and who gets the boot. For your family's most popular stops like school, work, and home, Life 360 can send automatic notifications. It's Life 360, and it brings you closer to the people you love. Life 360, the new family circle.
So before I go, let's thank our wonderful host here, Ministry of Coffee at Solaris Mont Kiara. They got some wonderful cakes and coffee just over there, which I might go try in a little bit. All right, I'll see you next time. Power and fast. The NX1 DRI MEV image processor boasts superior color reproduction and noise reduction, utilizing powerful cores for the high speed that serious photographers need. This cutting-edge image technology also supports 4K UHD video recording with no need for external equipment.
We are happy to tell that we are launching the Samsung NX1, the flagship model of Samsung compact system camera. This camera is remarkably amazing. It has built from the ground up, utilizing three main components, which is we emphasize on the speed, the superb image quality, and of course the usability. So in terms of speed, it can actually capture 15 frames per second. That is remarkable, fastest in its class. In terms of the image quality, it uses the BSI sensor, which is this is the first BSI in terms of APS-C sensor. And then, of course, in terms of the usability, this camera is built from magnesium alloy. It has the top status view and Super AMOLED display.
Featuring Samsung's new NX Autofocus System 3, the NX1 redefines the boundaries of semi-professional level photography with its speed, agility, and focusing ability.
This camera is using the new Dream 5 processor, fastest in Samsung have ever built. It's 2.8 times faster than the previous Dream 4. So with this processor, it can manage to process large scale of data. It can actually process large file size of 4K video, and of course you can do 15 frames per second smoothly because it needs a lot of processing power. All right, so Dream 5 managed to overcome all this speed limitation. Yes, of course, this camera comes with Wi-Fi connectivity, and of course with the NFC. So Samsung have built the whole ecosystem in terms of the Wi-Fi capability. It comes with a software in the Play Store. User can download it, pair it with this the NX1. The best thing the new thing will be the Bluetooth connectivity, because once you pair the Bluetooth once, every time when you turn on the camera, it will be paired with your phone. So that every time you turn on the camera, when you shoot, the photo will be transferred to your phone directly. You don't need to, every time you do the connectivity, every time when you turn on the camera. So that is the new breakthrough for NX1. No need internet. So it's basically using Wi-Fi connectivity to connect both devices, because we know that Wi-Fi range is pretty big and Wi-Fi is pretty stable. So you don't need a third-party internet connection. It's basically pairing the both devices using Wi-Fi.
The Samsung NX1 is available at all Samsung authorized dealers at a recommended retail price of 4,699 ringgit for the camera body only and 8,699 ringgit for the camera body and lens.